Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick one here. Try to anyway. I know there's somebody out there that wanted some information on how the EGW kit turned out on my Prodigy. You're looking at the OEM Prodigy parts, the ignition kit, the hammer or the trigger there, and the main spring, as along with the sear spring. So those are all from outside. Now this is set up according to how it would typically rest in the gun with the hammer back and cocked. So what I'll try to do here is I'll show you. So in this configuration right now, the ball head is resting up in the groove. You've racked the slide back, the hammer's pulled back, it's ready to fire, and the ball head is up inside the groove in the slide, right? So it's up. So with that in the up position, it's now interfacing between the trigger bow and the sear itself. See, and that little bug there. So basically what happens now is if you pull the trigger, because the interface is there between the trigger bow and the sear with regards to the disconnector, you can see the disconnectors in the up position. So if I was to go ahead and pull the trigger, that disconnector is going to then push back on the sear, and the sear would move this way, releasing the first hammer hook, and boom happens. So what's happening now with that in this position right now, the only thing I'm missing right now is the hammer strut. So the hammer strut in this configuration would be pushing down like this on that spring, and that's your lightened kit. So with this kit, you're getting a lighter spring. So when you pull back on the hammer, the spring is not so tight or so strong, I guess I should say. And so when you pull back, the whole thing, that's where you get your. So this would be in this situation right here, and when all that takes place, it pull back on the trigger, the interface there between the two is going to release the sear, bam, and this is going to release because all that force is released. So hopefully that you've seen this probably 100 times, but I'm trying to explain it as best I can. So that is what's cool about the light hammer kit with all those parts, and you're also getting away from the MEM internals, metal injected molding, to a tool steel. So it's better. I already broke a few MEM components in some other videos that you might have saw. But like I said, and I'll try to do this. So you'll have to trust me, when you push back on that, that's going to push back on this here. So after the fired position, what happens is this then is released from that pocket. See if I can do it. And it goes down. See how it went down? And now if you was to pull back, what would happen is instead of pushing back, there's nothing to interface now. It just goes, see how the sear doesn't move. And that's what protects stops your gun from rapid or from going full auto. So, and also the hammer would be forward. So I don't know. Hopefully that's some good stuff. Pretty much I went ahead and used the lightened hammer kit sear spring, and I just kind of started off a little bit the way this one looks, but then also did it with feel. I kind of pulled back a little. It's similar but different. It's not the exact spring, but I'm going to probably take a little bit more off of the sear, this spring right here, so it lightens up the hammer or the trigger just a little bit more. So this is just a quick one. I just wanted to go through that for, I can't remember the fellow's name. He followed me. Thank you for and I just, on a short note, me and my brother took the gun and the staccato as well. I'm going to have another video on the staccato here soon, maybe today or tomorrow. But we took the guns with us on the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky, and he has a stock Prodigy, didn't do anything with it, and brought it with him. And I handed him mine at the range, and he was thoroughly impressed and asked for me a list of parts that I used, and he was shooting mine a lot more accurate. He noticed that right off the bat, his gun's not moving as much at all, whereas I told him he could fix that without the lightened hammer kit without the trigger. It's probably his grip, but he's shooting it better right away. So, and it's night and day difference, man. For 135 bucks, you're getting, this. What am I missing? Yeah, pretty much that's it. Something like it. And it's all the internals. And then, if you want to know what it costs for the trigger as well, because I went with an Atlas, that was $70. If you want to get crazy, you want to go with the high ride thumb safeties, which I highly recommend, that's 150 bucks. So, yeah. But they're all worth it, man. I mean, you're already spending $1,500, put $300-$400 in the gun, you can do it yourself. So, any questions or anything, just hit me up. Have a good one.